This is Scott Becker with the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. I find watching the top five market cap companies to be a fascinating study in business, in science, and everything in investing. So the top five changed a little bit recently, and it's fascinating to watch. First, Apple remains number one, even if their market cap's way down from earlier this year. They're down about 20% year to date, but they're number one in market cap. Number two, Microsoft has retaken the second spot, basically because they're down only 8% this year, whereas NVIDIA and Apple are way down this year. NVIDIA is number three, the company that Jensen Huang built, and just read a brilliant book on that, the building of his company called The Thinking Machine. Jensen Huang, NVIDIA, and the world's most coveted microchip. Just absolutely fascinating. I love the book. Found it very interesting about Jensen Huang, who I didn't know that much about. Fourth, Amazon is number four in market cap. And finally, fifth, Alphabet Google is number five. Again, these companies keep on hanging around and moving in the right direction. I find fascinating with Amazon, quite frankly. Amazon is number four, and then separately, there's a great article this week in the Motley Fool. And Amazon's number four, but also a huge gross revenue company, and probably number one in the world today in front of Walmart. The Walmart and Amazon keep on going back and forth there, but Amazon's finally caught Walmart. And to be that high up in both revenues and market cap is amazing, because most of these other companies have just crazy margins. If you're Amazon, you don't have those kinds of insane margins. And another thing that we're watching closely is the Motley Fool says, here are three companies that you should buy now. And I find this fascinating, too, for some of the overlap. One of the companies that overlaps is Alphabet Google. The other two companies are Intuitive and Vertex Pharmaceuticals. Again, Vertex Pharmaceuticals, I don't know very much about. Intuitive, I know a lot about because they're a customer of Becker's Healthcare, and we're big fans of theirs. And Google Alphabet's one of the great time companies. I have no idea where it's really going, but just absolutely fascinating to watch how well they're doing. Thank you for listening to the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. Thank you very, very much.